When I started my fitness journey, I thought that I would do more of the stuff I love, like weightlifting, and less of the stuff I hate, like cardio. I was hit by reality when I discovered that in order to have optimal health and lose weight and be healthy, you need to do cardio, or you will have to eat 1000 calories a day, which isn't fun. Unfortunately, cardio is one of the best tools for health and longevity. But is it really? Let's find out in this episode of... Let's first begin by defining the cardio builds you can use for health and longevity, because not all cardios are created equal. The first type you will hear of is LISS, which is low intensity steady state cardio. Think of a slow romantic walk with your partner or with yourself. It doesn't have to be with your partner. The second type is MISS, or medium intensity steady state cardio. You'll also hear people calling this zone 2 cardio. So this is where most of the magic really happens. This cardio is the cardio that you can do while still having a conversation, but it's a very, very annoying conversation. This is also what I would advise most people to do if they're interested in health and losing weight, because of how easy and effective it is. Since 2016, I've been doing at least 2 fat loss phases per year. In the beginning, I used to like doing HIIT, which is high intensity interval training, as we will see later. But after switching to MISS, or medium intensity steady state cardio, I never looked back, because it's easy, you can do it easily, and it doesn't impact your weightlifting session. And in my recent fat loss phase, where I was preparing for my bodybuilding competition, I literally went from 17% body fat to 5% body fat just walking. At the end, I did a little bit of elliptical work in the gym because my heart rate was so low, I needed something to pump it up a bit more. Next up, we have HIIT, or high intensity interval training. This is basically sprints. So basically gasping for air for 30 seconds and then recovering for 1 minute on repeat. And that's pretty much it. These are usually more useful to people who are interested in increasing their VO2 max or athletes. I would still recommend doing up to 2 sessions per week just to get all the benefits from the VO2 max training, as you can only improve this doing HIIT. So how much cardio should you be doing per week then? Well, that depends on your goals. If your goal is to improve your cardiovascular system and improve your heart health, then doing 30 minutes per day or 150 minutes per week of zone 2 cardio is the minimum according to all the available scientific literature we have right now. I personally just count my steps. I usually do 12 to 15k steps a day, which is equivalent to 2 to 2.5 hours of walking every day. The thing is, it's not always zone 2 cardio, because sometimes you stop for a bit, or sometimes you just walk at a granny pace, or you're just talking to someone and you're walking slow. So I would say it's around 1 hour of zone 2 cardio a day. If your goal is to lose weight, then I would recommend doing at least 30 minutes a day of zone 2 cardio, or at least 8k steps a day. This should put you in a nice spot where if you decrease the food just a little bit, you would see your weight dropping quite significantly. Of course, gradually you will have to increase your steps or increase your cardio when you reach a plateau. But again, it's a great starting point to develop the habit of walking or develop the habit of doing cardio every day. And in order for this habit to stick easier, you can combine it with another habit, or the so-called habit stacking. If you have a treadmill at home or a stationary bike, you can play some games or watch Netflix while doing your cardio. A lot of bodybuilders are doing this, and this is kind of their hack to do more cardio. I personally like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks while walking or doing more cardio. So you have to experiment and see what works for you, but it's a win-win either way. If you want optimal health or you want faster weight loss results, then doing resistance training or strength training is essential. A few years ago, resistance training was not really the most important thing when it comes to weight loss, but with more research coming up, we see that clearly it is really beneficial and as important as doing cardio. So cardio or weightlifting aren't OP by themselves, but if you combine both of them, you get a very OP combination, really overpowered when it comes to health, longevity, and overall life satisfaction. So the question that comes to mind now, how the hell do you find the time to do all of this? This seems like a lot of things, and it seems like it will just consume your life and you will be just doing just that. Like lifting weights 3-4 times a week, doing cardio every day, and then you have the food and cooking. This will just consume your life. I don't know about your situation, but I can share what works for me, and maybe this will inspire you to come up with something that works for you. Because at the end of the day, what will work for me will not work for someone else, but at least you can get hints and tips on how to make it work for yourself. I usually wake up at 7:30 in the morning, get my first walk and my first steps of the day, and get some sunlight in. Then come back, cook breakfast, eat breakfast, and prepare for my first meeting at 9:30. Work until lunch, and then cook and eat while working, because I need to work during lunch, because I need the lunch break to go to the gym, because that's the best time of the day to go to the gym and get this done and out of your day. And I usually go to the gym walking, so this gives me another extra 30 minutes a day. And then in the evening, I walk for around 1 to 1.5 hours just to clear my mind out of work and disconnect. And then I just come back home and do whatever I want to do in the evening. What's important here is to experiment a lot and fail fast. The faster you fail, the faster you find a solution that works for you. But if you think that going to the gym 3-4 times a week is too much, I totally understand, and I made a video about the minimal approach to building muscles in this video right here. See you there.